Hey guys, welcome back to the Gun Viking channel. Today we're gonna shoot the SK semi-auto. And this time I put you behind the gun so you can see upper range. I'm gonna shoot 5 rounds just to prep the barrel. I'm not sure that I'm gonna need it because I shot the Lapua just before this, and they should be using the same lube or oil. But let's shoot 5 just for the sake of it. This ammo is made especially for semi-automatic guns, so at least it should function very well in a pistol. But it's not among the most expensive ammo, so I'm not sure about the accuracy. That said, this gun is not the right gun to find ammunition that doesn't function well, because this gun is so reliable. I only had a couple of malfunctions last time because I shot the rifle match from RWS, and that ammo is so weak that it doesn't cycle any semi-automatics, but it cycled it the most of the time, but not always. Let's see, let's go and see look at the group. Yeah, it's not the best group I've shot with this gun, I can tell you that. But it's not a bad group, but it's not spectacular. And we started at the middle of the target, and I usually start up at the left corner, so there is where the next group is gonna come. And I'm just borrowing this gun, so as I said in earlier videos, I'm trying to get as many tests as possible while I have the gun at home. And I'm gonna leave it on Monday, and today is Saturday, and it's gonna be the last day that I have time to shoot. Let's see if group number 2 can be a bit better. Yeah, I think it's a little bit better from what I can see here. Yes, maybe a tiny bit smaller, not much, but a tiny bit smaller. The SK semi-auto has a ballistic coefficient of 0.172. Not important when it comes to handguns at this range, but there we have it. And the velocity from a rifle is 1132 feet per second. And it's 40 grain, as most 22 long rifle standard velocity ammunition. It's a bit hard to find the mag well when I'm standing in a little awkward position. I wish I could see what you are seeing now, because I think that is one hole. Was that 4 or 5? Let's try one more. I think it was 5. Yeah. I get so occupied talking that I forget to count. Of course, a flyer. And not just a little bit from the rest of the group. It really did want to socially distance itself. I have to open a new box. I'm not sure if this is the same lot number. Let's see. 12231. No, it's a different lot. Maybe this is better. Or maybe it is worse. We'll find out. It's just as greasy anyway. How's that looking? It looks good from here. This is much better. Here we have a really nice group. Shoot a couple more, I think. What is your experience with the SK semi-auto? Have you tried it? Was it a good experience or a bad experience? Or maybe just an expensive experience? I know they're a little bit more expensive than a lot of the other stuff on the market. Yeah, I would say that this lot is a lot better than these other guys. This is a really nice group. We are talking 0.3, 0.250 maybe. I can't stop there. And maybe I should, but I can't. I'll do one more fire round. If this is just as good, I think we can conclude with that the first lot was not as good as the second one. Yeah. Again, 1, 2, 3 many. I think that is just as good as the last group. Sweet. Too bad with that round. This shows you that lot testing is extremely important. These 3 groups were the first lot, and these 3 groups was the second lot. And there's no denying that the second lot was much better than the first one. Yeah, I'm going to go go home and measure it up. And maybe take a little cognac for my cough. If we include the first group, and we safely can, considering the previous ammo I tested, we get an average of 0.87 inches for the first lot. Not terrible, but nothing to write home about either. But things get a lot better with lot number 2. Here we see an average group size of just 0.34 inches. That's actually very impressive, especially when you consider that this isn't marked as a match grade ammo, but more of a training round. Once again, this shows how important lot testing can be, even though it can be both expensive and time consuming. Alright, that's it for now. I'll see you sooner than you think.